welcome to All About the Bass. I'm Nathan.
I'm Lee. Nice to see you.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, and you'll be glad you had. Because today we've got something rather special. Now, I don't think I'm being too over the top. You correct me if I'm wrong.
I will.
But you know, very often they go, "Oh, could you have a look at the new this bass and another jazz copy type stuff?" And you're all great, lovely, very nice. But very rarely you get something come along that is, you know, like a game changer. Can I say that?
I think you can. I think yes.
Ridiculous?
No, totally, man. I'm totally with you. It's definitely something for bass players as well. A gigging level, like pro level, that you can have some sort of effects and ultimate control over your sound and the modelling of it as well. So
yeah, but also with this this sort of real high tech thing that I think has been available to guitar players for ages, but not bass players.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about a few other people like Kemper, like you use a Kemper as well. So there's a couple of different features that are built into that.
I've used that for guitar. I don't know a lot of people that use it for bass, but I know you can.
Yes, yeah.
But obviously the Kemper is primarily aimed at guitar players.
For guitar stuff, yeah. But yeah, this is the chance for bass players. So Darkglass have introduced the Exponent 500, which is this little lovely gizmo you're seeing here. And yeah, by the way, I have my phone here, not for business purposes. This is literally for this
idle gossip.
Oh, idle gossip.
Chat.
But yeah, we will show you, and you'll see on screen this is being recorded as we go. So yes, plenty to look at.
Well, there's a lot to talk about. I mean, if we just start off with the basic idea.
Yep.
It's tiny.
Yes.
Look.
Tiny but powerful. Yeah.
It's tiny. It weighs nothing.
Yep.
But it is 500 watts.
Indeed.
Of your Class D digital output there. Yeah, so it's, you know, a really capable amp.
Too right. I mean, as it is, I mean, you can literally, if you didn't want anything that we're about to show you with the app and the gizmos and the bells and whistles, and you wanted just a straight Darkglass amp, you can still use that. You can. There's a way of just turning off all the presets, running straight through, and you just got a normal amp you're using. So. Yeah. But we'll show you all the bells and whistles today as well.
Yeah, I mean, is it worth having a quick look just at what you have got on the app?
Of course, yeah. So yeah, on the front here, you've got most of your input gain is your first knob here. Then you'll see that everything is lettered. So you've got A, B, C, D, E, and then your master volumes here. So this basically works as your main EQ here. So you've got low mid, high mid, bass, low mid, high mid, treble, and then the E dial is for the effect that you're controlling on that channel that you've programmed in. So amount of that you want, and then the overall master. Okay. These little gizmos here you'll see are your presets. So you've got 5 presets in the bank, but you can just sort through as you go, and your mute switch, which also is a tuner when you put it on mute.
Should we show them that very quickly?
Oh yeah, we do that first.
While we're there. So the idea is mute on.
Here we go.
So I'm playing a G, and the G knob.
Look at this.
Lights up, right?
So we've got A to E. So basically, the way it says in the manual as well is like the closest note to the string you're choosing that is on the front of your amp will come on, and it will give you this normal kind of LED parameters you get on any tuner, really. So
and when it's in, everything goes green and goes, yes!
You get a little whoop.
Well done, you've tuned your instrument successfully.
That's it.
So that's kind of nifty, isn't it?
It's again, it's another little feature that's always really handy, but they've hidden it very well as well. Instead of having like a separate tuner output or all that sort of stuff.
So you've got your tuner built in, that's lovely.
That's all in there.
There's lovely.
And it shows you're on mute.
By the by.
Yeah. Shows you're on the mute when all the red lights are on, and then back to engage and you're on. I mean, I'll take you through quickly from the back if you're still with us. Oh, before we go to the back, while we've got your attention, click things up here. There's more videos if you would like to see them after this one. There's things to click down here, like the like button, subscribe, click the bell if you haven't done that already, and we'll love you forever. Basically. Right, the back of the amp.
Back of the amp.
Back of the amp.
Back of the amp.
Has got send and return for your effects loop, and you have a headphone output. You have a what's that? That's a ground lift, I think.
Yeah.
You have DI out. This is what we got here.
Speak on.
Speak on. Out. Power lead. MIDI capabilities, which we'll go through, and a USB-C as an interface as well. So you can use this for a few things, but equally an interface through that USB port as well.
You can. Yes. Yeah. Well, that's very good, isn't it?
All of the things.
Quickly, before I forget,
yes.
You've also got a voltage selector.
Oh, yes.
So it's quite important when you buy one of these, which of course you will after you've seen how good it is. Make sure that you set it on the right voltage, because otherwise, if it's set to 110
for wherever you are in the world,
then
yeah. Bye.
Right. So I've got an idea.
Yes.
Before we get into all the bells and whistles, let's go to, because on the preset thing you said if you click round you've got 5 presets, right?
Yes.
And then if you go past the 5th one,
that's it.
It goes white.
This is your standard amp. So
it doesn't literally make that noise.
But yeah, so no effects. So this is just controlling this. So yeah, shall I have a fiddle?
Let's see just what the amp does on itself. Yeah?
Cool.
So that's your amp, just bog standard, there's nothing going on. But of course, we need to look under the hood.
There's things going on, yes.
There is things going on.
Yes.
And which is why you have your phone.
I do indeed, yes. So,
you get, there's 2 ways of accessing all the amazing things that this has inside it. Mm-hmm. You've got the USB-C, as we talked about on the back. You can plug it into your computer. Mm-hmm. Now, bear in mind, this has just come out.
Yes.
I did plug it into my Mac. And it went, no.
It didn't like Nathan's Mac for some reason.
Not today.
Not today.
Yeah,
my phone, that's about 70 years old, it was like, yeah, we'll have that.
So via Bluetooth, this is already built into here.
Yep.
You download the app onto your phone, and then, ba-da!
Yep, this magical display.
Makes that noise.
It comes up. So so you'll see down the bottom here, I'll just talk you quickly through what you'll see. So let me just run through to the main settings. So you'll see here, you've got pedal board, settings, tools, and your login and all that sort of thing. So let's just go first of all to pedal board. The first screen here will show you, along the bottom, you've got 5 lights, and that represents the 5 presets that you've got built into the amp. So as soon as you start clicking along these along the bottom, you will see, hopefully, here we go, all these start changing on screen. How to do that, just thinking about it. Load it. And as this is happening, as I'm choosing these presets on the phone as well, it's actually changing on the amplifier, as you can see.
I'll tell you what, why don't you do that? I'll have a quick play.
Okay, right, I'm going to start.
See how seamless it is.
Look at this. Right, we'll start on number 2, because I've left patch 1 blank so we can build one together.
Ooh, exciting.
So let's start on number 2.
Okay.
Sweet.
That's what it kind of just comes out the box. You've got those 5 presets.
That's right. Yep, that's it. And that's into the app. They're in the app and in the amp, ready to go as they are. And then you can, as you go, we'll show you. We'll just do your tweaks and save, and it will just update it as you go to the amp.
Yeah, so, and that was kind of nice, noiseless sort of switching between those. There was no big, there was no gaps or latency or anything. It was just going straight between those, wasn't it?
Yep. Very, very smooth. So it takes just a second or so. You'll see just on the app just to load between the other 2, the actual presets. But
because I'm thinking really, this is the best way to access the amp is via your phone. Everybody's got a smartphone these days, so
yeah, and on the fly for gigs and stuff, it's going to be much easier than pulling the whole thing out.
You don't want to do that.
Unless, and that's the other way, you're completely happy with the sound you get set up at home, obviously, and you know that, right, I've done all my workings out, it's in there, gig ready, and you think, don't even need my phone or my laptop. I trust my Darkglass kind of thing. You've obviously got that, but I think
you're going to have your phone on you anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And you never know, for room sizes and things, you might want to tweak EQs as you go to be boosting certain things, or putting compressors back, or that sort of thing. So,
or looking at Facebook.
Or looking at Facebook. That's it. So I will show you now, just as we go, I'll just maybe build a preset.
Okay.
Yeah, into the first one. Or do you think?
Well, you know, that sounds like a good idea. I mean, what effects are in there?
Good shout, good shout. So you've got 22 built-in effects. So there's, a few to choose from there, which includes most of the Darkglass suite, as it were. So the B3, the B7K, all the different kind of overdrives they've got.
So sort of across the board, like EQ, compression, overdrive,
yes,
modulation, chorus, flame.
Yeah, well, that is brand new as well, actually, because they haven't actually got involved in that side of the business on their effects yet. Ooh. So they've actually created some new reverbs. You've got 3 reverbs, a delay, a chorus, an envelope filter in there as well, which have all been created by Darkglass specifically for this reason in this amp. Okay. So yeah, all of that is built in. I think there's 250 impulse responses as well. So that's when you start getting into, say, simulating different cab sizes and different mic placements and microphones themselves. So you can do all of that in here as well.
You can be very impulsive.
You can, as impulsive as you want to be with this, definitely. But yeah, we'll just set up a basic sort of amp set and a few sort of effects.
I'm so excited. Sorry about us waffling, but it's so exciting. There's so much to tell you.
Yes.
That I keep remembering, keep thinking, that
as well?
Because also you've got a cab simulator, just so you know, that there's a beautiful cabinet here. We're not actually doing anything with it, it's just sat on there.
It's just a big table at the
because
moment.
we're listening to it through our monitors in the studio, because, you know, that's just the best way of us hearing what all the cab simulators and stuff are doing. You know, it's kind of pointless going through here. Obviously you've got 500 watt amp in here. Pair it up with any cab you want.
Yeah.
But for today, we're just going DIing through and listening through our monitors, right?
Yes. Yeah. So we can hear exactly what you're hearing as well. So it's nice and clear.
Yeah. So do you want to build a
I will. Okay. Here we go.
From scratch.
From scratch. Right. Okay.
How easy is it?
Yes. Good shout.
We'll find out, won't we?
So I'm going to start with cabism. Or cab, sorry, no, I keep reading it as cabism, but it's cab-sim, which, you know, sorry. Cabism. I'm going to start with cabism. Let's start with dyslexia. Oh, I can't even say that. There we go. Right, so I'm going to pick one cab to start, which is a 410 Darkglass Neo cab. And as you'll see, if I go back into this, then we can then choose what we want to use. So, what have we got? Actually, let's go 810. I saw an 810 here. Darkglass Elite Series 810, and let's pick some sort of chunky condenser mic. And look at this, look, and we're going to put it on the outer rim of the speaker.
Wow.
Look at that. So we have our cab done. Okay, yeah, that's good. Thank you. Cab is done.
Can we listen to that?
Yeah, let's do it. Right, save that.
Can you kind of, yeah, go on.
Save that as... I'm going lead test as the first one. Test.
Any good with the technology?
don't speak too soon.
Youngsters.
I'm learning as we go. So that is just the Darkglass amp that you just heard, but we've now added an 8x10 cab in there as well. So, yeah, you can see what it sounds like.
Is there a way that you can turn it on and off?
Possibly. Yes.
Just as a reference, so do it off. And
okay.
On, do you know what I mean?
All right, it's off.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah, that's working.
That's working.
Cool.
Okay, so now let's. What's your fancy? What do you fancy? Should we get some compression? Yeah.
Is that what you're supposed to have first? I think it is.
FET compressor. Let's pop one of those in. And let me just see here. Let me just turn that compressor off. So we've got the cab on, and it sounds like this.
And so now you can edit that, the compressor.
Yes.
So can you make it just go really compressy so we can get a real...
So we got attack. So this is, you'll see.
Technical term, that really compressy.
The compressor, really compressy. Release. Where would you put release and attack? You're probably better with compressors than me.
Don't ask me.
No? Okay, well, let's try.
Well, attack right off.
Attack off.
Off.
And release long, or?
Yeah, go on, let's try it. See what happens.
There we go.
And also another nice little feature, so you've got your pedal and you can literally stomp it, yeah?
Oh, we can stomp it off.
So this is off.
Nice.
Wicked.
That's great.
How instant is that?
It really is. It's just, and as you see, as I'm doing it, you can literally just drag and drop. Literally, if you were to have a pedal in front of you, just the dials and then save. It's as easy as that. Cool. Right. So maybe some. What is this? Amp EQ. Let's just put some EQ in as well.
Yeah.
So stack some EQ. So let's turn. I'm gonna do just for ease of use. I'm gonna do a smiley face kind of scoopy sound. Scoop in the mids, boost in the bass, boost in the treble, and let's just choose that frequency there and that frequency there. We'll turn it off. So without, it sounds like this. Ace. Okay. Oh, I love this. Okay, right. What else do you fancy? So now we've got some more EQ.
A bit of modulation.
Modulation. Oh, there's a. You'll see what the title is. It's called Mother.
Well, yeah, because
Mother.
Well, you see, there was a Moog. I know.
Yes.
Pedal, wasn't there? Called a Mooga Fooga.
Mooga Fooga, that's it.
So I think maybe they're alluding to that, because that was an envelope filter, and lo and behold, so's this.
So is this. Yeah, so if I... Okay, well, I'll keep the envelope filter flat first.
Yeah.
And then I'll keep it engaged, and then I'll just have a little play around as Nathan's playing, so you can see what these do, the actual options on here. Quite like that. It's just very subtle at the moment, but
Right.
I like that. I like that. So before I continue, I'm just going to see, there was something that said in the manual you can just swap. Oh,
There you go. The order.
You can swap orders of things.
Well,
Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you can have like compression right before the EQ, and you've got the cab at the.
Because you always have your filtering thing. Yeah, I don't know. At the front, I think.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Yeah. But maybe after the compressor. Or maybe not. I don't know. Well, let's
Oh
try
yeah,
it.
good shout. Actually, yeah, you take that after the compressor. Hold, and there. Right. What's that sound like? Cool.
So, and the fact that you can just change the order just as easy as that, you can literally drag the pedal just here, there.
Yeah.
You know, that because if you've got real pedals, obviously you'd be on mute unplug.
Yeah,
sort of,
yeah.
oh no, it's not long enough. Okay,
Yeah.
put that then. No, that's the input, not the output.
Yeah, no, too
But
right.
that is just like straight away, change the order.
Yeah.
That's great.
Drag and drop, and you'll see there's a little list here of the outputs down the bottom here, which you can access. I think it's this button. Yes. So you've got a little mixer you can see here as well. So what's actually going to what output, even the send and return, what's coming out of there, out to the back of the amp. You can adjust the volume of that separately. You can even move these controls, obviously, in between where you want as well.
That's the output routing. You can actually edit all that, yeah.
So, and while I'm here, I'll just show you, obviously, what we've got so far, and you've got a little save button down the bottom here. I don't know why it keeps saying fetch from channel 1. I'm going to just save it as my name. There we go. So, and as you see, you can still choose between all these other ones down the bottom. We're just playing with number 1 at the moment, so... Yes. So, should we add something else?
Yeah.
Shall we?
But delay.
Delay. Oh yeah. Okay. So we've got delay in there, and would we want that?
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Come on. Before the amp EQ?
Right at the end.
Right at the end, after the cab as well.
Not after the cab.
Before the cab.
Go back cab.
Ace. Right. So we have our sound so far.
Yeah.
Some delay.
Ooh, very slapbacky.
Slap back. So I'll just have a little fiddle. Sorry.
I was repeating myself. Woohoo!
Yes.
Nice.
Oh man, I love it. Okay, so we have delay. So again, just save as you go. I'm just going to keep saving. Do you know what? I'm going to save that as fetch from number 1, just so.
And also, how many of these can we put in there?
Good shout. Right. So as you go to here, fetch from channel 1, this gives you a list of presets. So these are either ones that I've just saved under loads of different names by just doing this, just trying to work it out. Or it's the factory settings, or possibly in the future, this looks like it's going to be more of a library that people can save their own presets to. Okay. And you can just share them around. It seems like...
Oh yeah, like that Camper library thing,
Yeah, it seems to be that there's a few in here that seems to be like what's going to go for the future. Import preset from code, for example. So all of that to come, I think. So yeah.
So what Lee was saying there is you've got 5 presets in the amp.
Yeah.
You know, obviously you can save as many of your own custom ones as you want.
Yeah, into your preset. Yeah, kind of bank and ready to go.
As long as you've got this app hooked up to your amp on stage, you can have as many different sounds as you want. So one per song.
Yeah, too right.
One per verse and one, another one with the chorus. Who knows?
Yeah.
You just have to go like that.
That's it. Actually,
and also effect-wise, I mean, is there a limit to how many effects we have in there? Because we've got quite a few going at the moment.
That's a really good shout.
I mean, they must have some sort of... So we stick a bit of reverb on as well.
Let's go for it. Let's play... Would you like room, hall or plate?
Oh, plate, yeah.
Plate.
Nice and big and dreamy, because we can use that with the delay. That sounds nice. What bass are we using? We've got a Dingwall, lovely sort of multi-scale
CPU
bass
uplift.
is what I'm using here at the moment. which we're going to do a little... Well, we've done a review of this already, haven't we?
With the NG3s? Yes, we have indeed. I think I've just answered our question.
Good.
Because I can't add a reverb.
Ah, really?
So I think it's come up as the CPU level is going to go to 110% if we add that, so that's too much.
Okay, so take out something like the filter.
Okay, right, so filter's coming out.
It's easy, right? You just go, gone.
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 And play reverb. There we go, look, and you'll see now down the bottom, CPU load 65 to 95%.
There you go, see? Brilliant.
I understand these things.
Right.
Now.
Because obviously some effects are more CPU heavy than others.
Right, yeah.
Particularly reverbs, I'd imagine, pretty
Yeah, this seems to be quite a lot, so it's 30% of the signal this is. Right, okay, so if I turn that off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have on.
Can't find that one. This bloody fan frets.
Oh yes, oh yeah, the impossible harmonic.
That's lovely.
That's great, isn't it, man?
Right. Because this is top quality effects too.
Oh, you can hear
Going
it.
on it.
Yeah.
Obviously all digital, so it's all good stuff.
No, it's beautiful. And I think I'm just going to overwrite that because that's our maximum that we can probably get onto that chain or that. Yeah.
Fantastic. And then save that.
Saved.
As whatever you want to call it, and then that's it.
And
it's there for until you run over your phone.
yeah.
Back over it once I did.
That's it. Oh yeah.
Always back up your presets.
Yes, not over your phone.
No.
But then you've got these all along the bottom, which I mean, I think maybe we'll dial in a pretty mad gainy sound, just because for the Darkglass fans, proper fans out there, they will be used to B3 and B7K and the Omicrons and all of these things, the alphas and the omegas and.
Right, and it has all those signature things in there, does it?
It does, yeah. I was just going to flip to, I've gone to number 5, preset 5, because that had a B3K, but let me just mute this. And I'm going to add their B7. B3. Oh no, Alpha. Here we go. Alpha Omicron.
Been very nice. In the half-term holidays.
There we go. Done.
Hey.
Look at that. So I'll turn that off just to give you an idea of what the straight sound is at the moment.
Okay. Oh, this is one of the in the amp out of the box presets.
Yes, this was in there. As we plugged it in, but I'm just going to add an overdrive to it.
All right. That's very Darkglass, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
That's the sound.
That is the sound.
That really is the sound.
Yeah. So I'll just flicking through there. You'll see the Alpha Alpha Omega. Is this Alpha Omicron? So Alpha Omicron has the choice between two different overdrive sounds. So you've got the Alpha or the Omicron. So you've got a nice blend between them.
Based on the Darkglass pedals.
Exactly. Yeah, that are already out.
Available.
Yeah, but you say these are 200, 300 quid pedals you've got in there straight away just to play with. So
how many overdrives have you got at your disposal at the moment? Because obviously there's more coming all the time.
Yeah, I think there's 5. It said. Let me have a look.
Sorry about all these questions.
Oh no, I love it. I love it.
Putting you on the spot.
I love it because it's showing how usable this thing is. Because
I got the easy gig today. I made sure of that. So I'll just sit here and.
So you've got, so there's 4 overdrives in there at the moment. So you've got Alpha Omicron, the B3K, the Chinchilla, which I've been told that is actually it's a new thing that Darkglass have brought out, but it's based on the Rat, so it's a very high gain, harshy kind of filtered thing.
Oh, right. I see Chinchilla Rat. I see what they've done.
Yes. And the vintage microtubes, which is another Darkglass pedal, which is more of a old school kind of vintage overdrive. So
fantastic.
Yeah, all the options really.
All your faves.
Yeah.
And of course, the great thing about this is they can release anything in the future, right?
Yeah.
So there will always be more options to come.
Exactly, to upload it. I mean, I did actually find something as well about the firmware in here, which if I can find this quickly, I will show you. Here it is. Firmware. So it will tell you when your device is up to date or not, or if there's something new that's come out as an download to update your hardware. You've got all that in here. You've got your MIDI switching screen as well. If you are getting involved in any of that, obviously mapping out from the output from the back what you want to use with these effects as well. And your general settings, which is your Bluetooth pairing, if you want to use that as a speaker as well, to play audio through.
Okay, so you can stream audio from your device in here, so for just playing around at home and stuff. Of course, you've got a headphone socket, so you can just practice silently or have it come through your amp, whatever.
Yeah.
Amazing.
They've thought of everything, haven't they?
It really is. So now I imagine this is going to be very expensive, isn't it?
It's right. 849, and I mean
pounds.
£849 right now.
850 quid. Well, because that's not outrageous for just a 500 watt, high quality amp anyway.
So, I mean, some in their range are, say, just the amps for 500 watt version that are around that sort of money anyway. So,
and then you think about how much it would cost to have all these pedals.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, just as a whole board.
There's just tens of thousands of pounds worth of pedals there, right?
No, it's true. And then you think with the stuff that you just could not even imagine having access to either at home or at a gig is all those impulse responses and taking hundreds of microphones with you and things like that for different placements, and it would never be a thing. But literally all of that is in here, so you can, all the scoping you've heard us do already, we didn't even really go into the finer detail of, okay, let's compare what this microphone sounds like to this microphone on the same sound.
There are so many different variations. Obviously you've got all these different cab simulations. We'd be here all day.
Yes.
If we were to go.
And we take all the fun out of it, which you need a bit of that, you've got to discover some of this too for yourself. So.
Well, absolutely, but I think you can tell we're fans.
Absolutely, yes, no, too right, and always fans of the Darkglass stuff anyway.
But they've really made a great thing here, I think.
And it stands out in the range, like you're saying. It is something. Obviously, traditional Darkglass people, if you like just straight amps and the effects, then obviously they've got their range for you. But if you wanted something that is, say, as versatile as anyone might need and mouldable to your sound, they've added this into the range. I think it stands out,
and it does so much stuff. It's an amp that you can use on gigs. It's
recording.
You're recording. It goes straight in your computer. You don't even need an interface. So that on the back, we've got this MIDI port.
Yes.
Now you can use it for conventional MIDI, business. Also, though, you can use one of the Darkglass MIDI foot switches with it, which now that uses a 7-pin cable, but it works in the same socket. So yes, yes, I know, but I guess that's you can do that. We do a sort of DIN thing.
Yeah, okay.
So you match it up with they do a couple of different foot switches, like a single one and then a 4-way one, but it's the intelligent foot switches. Go and check out the website. And then, of course, you've got lots more controllability over this sort of on the fly, you know what I mean?
Wow, okay.
So that's another great feature they thought of everything.
Yeah, this is it, we're trying to catch them out now. So I wonder if they've... No, okay.
No,
that's perfect. And this is it, it's like...
Those clever Finns.
Yes, this is it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're not in Scandinavia. Oh, I never said that.
But this, I think, it really stands out as part of as a new product, but even just within the range, so you've got your 500, 900 watt heads, just straight Darkglass sound and that characteristic. But if there's anyone out there that wants that extra control, extra effects, and everything else that this does,
it's tiny and it weighs nothing. Shove it in your gig bag.
Yeah.
Jobs are good.
Yeah, and even if you're recording, you're taking it to a studio as an interface because you like the sound of that. You can literally just plug it into your computer. So,
As you can tell, we like it.
We do. We like it. We like it.
Generally quite excited.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, isn't it nice?
Oh no, it is. It is. And say, as you said at the beginning, man, it's nice to see genuinely something that's new and exciting. You know, that does something different. So, yeah.
I can't take it. I'll tell you what though, because I've made you do all the work so far, and I feel a bit guilty. I don't really feel guilty.
Nah,
so I'll tell you what, for a laugh, right? Because I haven't used that app yet, and I want to see how easy it is. So
Yeah,
we'll say goodbye.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. No, yeah. And we'll have a play. I like
Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
This has been all about the bass.
He's been Nathan.
He's been,
Yay!
and that's been the Darkglass Exponent 500.
Yes.
Which we like very much. Well done, you. Well done.
Yes.
Right. Without further ado.
Yes.
We're going to clear off. Mr. Maestro, will you play? And I'll do my best with this.
Cool. See you soon.
I've never seen this before, so anything can happen. We'll see.
Stick with us.